Just sitting here doing a little late night crafting, working on this little computer model. It's going to be for an action figure diorama. So it's just going to go together like this, and I'm just making the little pieces that go in here. I might eventually put like an LED light in here or something to kind of light the whole thing up. Big Troy's, what's up, man? Just messing around. I started playing around with styrene, and this stuff has been really a lot of fun. So trying to get away from doing, I mean, 3D printing is cool, but I'm trying to get away from doing too much 3D printing and to do more stuff by hand. Just because it's more fun, really. What do we got? Use a little napkin or something. Yeah, it's going to be like a computer console thing. I mean, it's kind of big, right? So it's about 3 inches. So it'll be like just a clunky kind of science fiction-y console. I'll put like a clear screen in here, you know, something like that will get glued in there, so I can put a light behind it and it'll look pretty cool once it's painted. Think like the old school like Batman, like Batcomputer or something like that. Yeah, I think so. I made this not too long ago with styrene a few days ago. This is the first thing I made playing around with this material, and I'm really enjoying it because it cuts so nice and straight and really fast to work with because super glue works really good with it. I've been wanting to start doing these live streams, but I just never have the camera set up, and I just decided I was going to have it set up for when I sat down to work on this. And I had all kinds of problems yesterday. I had the battery wasn't working right and all this other stuff, so these are a little bit uneven. Now that'll be cool. Maybe we'll add a little variety in here. Yeah, do I like that? Yeah, I think it'll go right there. So I was watching some YouTube videos. Adam Savage on Tested, I think tested.com or something like that. It's the name of his page. And he was talking about this is how basically they made all the models for the original Star Wars. And it just looked like a lot of fun. I had a online friend tell me about that I should mess with styrene as well, and it has definitely been quite interesting. Where is this going? I think we're going to put it up here just to add a little variety. But yeah, I really like this stuff so far. Yeah, I usually do lots of really quick, short videos, like just clips on, Instagram. I do YouTube Shorts and such. But I don't really do too many long-form videos. I have a few YouTube videos. Yeah, see, that's looking pretty cool. I think I want something up here, though. And so I need to start doing some more long stuff. And I just, you're always juggling stuff. Making actual videos for YouTube takes quite a bit of time. And I was thinking maybe something like this just might be a little bit more manageable, where I could just sit down and work on something and then have the live stream going. Do I want to... Yeah, let's use that. Another thing is my eyes are terrible, so I'm constantly having to take my glasses off to see up close. Yeah, that'll work. This stuff, it just cuts really easily. You just score it and then snap it. I mean, it's really, really, really sweet. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, they sell it at hobby stores, but I think I got some of it at a hobby store and some of it on Amazon. It's basically the same material that model kits are made out of, right? Like, any model airplanes or cars or Gundams or something like that. It's pretty much mostly styrene, I think. Do I want to do bolts on that? It's really good for like square and angular stuff, but not so easy to cut round shapes. You can get some rounded cuts, but not something tiny. Do you build any dioramas, Troy? Just do another little square. Actually, playing around with this stuff got me on a whole tangent of building some stuff out of cardboard, too. It really gets you thinking about scratch building things out of a flat material. I do a lot of stuff with pink styrofoam, not so much with this. Like a lot of stuff like this, carved out of the pink insulation foam, textured and painted. But it's always cool. I always enjoy adding like another little material or something. Every time you do that, you just get all these extra ideas that you wouldn't have had, because it just makes you look at something from a slightly different perspective. Yeah. Yeah, well, pretty much everyone starts with those brick walls. And 3D printing is cool, don't get me wrong. I got several 3D printers. I don't really like using the resin one that much, though. I do prefer the regular 3D printer, just because of the smell and everything. Yes, you get better details with the resin, but it's just, man, it's a freaking mess. Alright, we're going to do... Okay, I think, yeah, I already have the marks made on this. Yeah, I've seen some people do some really, really amazing stuff with cardboard. Yeah, I've seen like old school like brownstone buildings made out of cardboard. I don't even know how they do all that. I just was making some props, but nothing that fancy. But you could do a lot with cereal boxes and soda boxes and all that stuff for sure. And it doesn't require a lot of tools either. Really all you need is a straight edge, a knife, hot glue. Hot glue is really, really good. I hope that didn't move. Hot glue is really, really good with cardboard. Alright, let's see. Not quite enough. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Alright, that'll work. We'll glue one side at a time on this, I think. Oh. Always end up gluing my fingers. Oops. Hey, from Old Town, Maine. What's up, Steve? Maine, it's got to be like 1 o'clock in the morning in Maine. Well, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning in Maine. Because it is almost 1 o'clock here in Texas. Nice and peaceful. Normally I have music on when I'm doing this, but YouTube freaks out on music. I gotta find some no copyright stuff, but I don't trust anything. You put anything on, you never know, unless you're paying for a license. Oh crap, what'd I do? No. Okay, that's okay. Maybe I'll just put a little dab in here. Yeah, just hold that for a second. This is freestyle. Yeah. You know, basically just got the pencil. I mean, I drew out, you know, some cheesy ideas on a page, and this was it pretty much. You know, like cruising around looking at a bunch of images online and just kind of mash together a few of them. But you could just get the sheet of styrene, you know, just like that, and then just draw on it with a pencil. And once I drafted it out, I had one, and then, you know, just cut the first one out, sketch it on another one, make a copy of it, and there you go. It's kind of actually very relaxing to do it just on the fly like that. Like I said, I did this. I mean, this, I don't know what it is, right? But I was able to to put this together. I don't know. It took a few hours, maybe an hour and a half one day, and then maybe another hour the following night. And yeah, it was just kind of fun not knowing what I was doing. I kind of like that because normally I know exactly what I'm doing. I do commissions sometimes, and that's, I mean, quite often, but that's very limiting sometimes because you have to do exactly what, you know, someone is expecting. Some people are really cool and they'll just let you do whatever. Just making a wooden crate from a Dollar Tree block. Nice. Dollar Tree is definitely an awesome spot to get some prop materials. Yeah, I need to look. I've used some of that music for my actual videos, but I wasn't sure because this is the first time I'm doing this. My computer's a potato, and I got two cameras going, so I wasn't sure if how that was going to work. Is it choppy at all, or is it coming through okay? More glue. I don't even know where this is going, but it's going somewhere. Nice. Very good. This is going to be tricky to glue on here to get it all lined up in one shot. Yep, there I go gluing my fingers. Just needed to pop down to right there. Let me get a focused on props. Props are fun, you know? You could just kind of do smaller projects and not have to. I've done some larger, I mean, you could probably see back there some of those dioramas. When you get to carving all those bricks, man, that kind of gets to me sometimes. So doing smaller projects like props, quite nice. Like need a little piece of paper towel or something here. Small brick walls aren't too bad, and if you do the bricks like the cheat size, where they're 1 by 2 or 1 by half an inch, They're not too bad, but if you try to do them to scale, they kind of drive me nuts after a while. Yeah, that's kind of the look. Really clunky, almost like Cold War era. Oh yeah, a brick stamp, is it like a stamp or is it like a roller? Because I've thought about buying some of those rollers. I've used them a long time ago for stones, but in very small scale, like for Dungeons and Dragons, not for action figure dioramas. Okay. I feel like no matter what I do, I'm gonna need like a little cheat piece once this is cut to kind of make it more seamless, because I'm not quite lining up that good over here. It's a little bit too far sticking out over here on this side, but it'll work out. Just throw a bunch of dirt on it when it's done. No one will even notice. A flat stamp. Yeah, I've never tried that actually. What kind of printer do you have? I'm still using a Creality Ender 3. I have an Ender 3 Pro also, but I don't really use it. I also have a Anycubic. What's the one? It's the 6K Photon Mono 6K. So yeah, that Ender 3, man, I love that thing. I've had it for probably about 5 years since it came out, and it's just been great. What did I do? Oh, okay. Okay, that is not lining up. This was definitely a drunk computer technician that built this particular machine. I'm picturing like an old Cold War drunken Russian dude named Ivan. He's welding a little crooked that day. Thank you. See that right there. Damn it, Ivan. Too much vodka, dude. It'll look okay, though. Yeah, it'll look alright. little bit better. Yeah, I mean, this stuff sands pretty easily too, which is really nice. Pink foam will sand, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. It gums everything up, really makes a lot of dust. This makes dust too, but it's just not as obnoxious as the pink foam. Okay. Yeah, I think we're pretty good here. I would put a bottom on it, but I might stick a light in here, and I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna install this in here. And maybe put some colored paper or something in there to kind of give it. Here, let me get a light real quick and see what it looks like. I think I have a little one right here. Yeah, I've definitely glued my fingers a few times. There's another, yeah, I don't know. Wow, you could really see the light through the styrene, so I'm going to have to come up with, you know what, once I paint it black, it'll probably block that out. Maybe throw some colored paper in here. So they have other adhesives that work with styrene, and I bought some off of a video I was watching from that Adam Savage guy, and it's this Weldon number 3, but I haven't used it yet. It definitely is not the healthiest stuff. If you read the warning sheet, you probably don't want to get it all over you, but according to him, it works really, really great for getting this stuff to basically melt into each other. We're gonna need to put a little more. I can't even, man, this is 40s, right? I can't even read the screen and look at this with the same glasses. No, actually, I got this, I'm cheating, I got this from work. We had a bunch of this plastic that was just going in the garbage, and it was from signs, like to cover a paper sign. And so I just snagged a bunch of it, and I just got a few really large sheets of this stuff for free. So all right. Yeah, I'll take free. Even better. So a buddy of mine that's into RC cars, and he's the guy that was telling me I should play with styrene. He said you could sometimes get free styrene from sign shops where they make, you know, big commercial signs and stuff. So I haven't tried that yet, but he says they're always throwing out scraps, and you know, it doesn't take very much to build small models like this. So, just a thought. Oh, there goes my finger. Styrene, I mean, it's not super expensive, but you're paying like, you know, $3 or $4 for yeah, for just a few little sheets. It's not super expensive or anything like that. if you're building a 1/12 scale and you wanted to build, you know, something big, you would go through. It would be more than pink foam, you know, but still, it's reasonable. I wonder if I should put some more detail on the side. I think we're going to leave that. So I want to do like another little panel. Nice. It's just one of many different materials you can use for small props. Definitely, you know, like wood works really great. Skinny sticks are good. I have all different kinds of scrap wood. Polymer clay, really, really cool. Like I've been trying to do like some alternative stuff. So this right here, these were made with clay. Sculpey, you know. Then you just bake them to harden it and paint it up. Wow, it's so late. My computer's going on night mode. Everything was going yellow. Free insulation pink foam would be great. It's not free for me, and it's a lot more expensive than it was before the lockdown. It used to cost something like $12.95 a sheet, and now it's running, I want to say it's about $20 now, but it was up to like $25, $26 for a while, and that's a 4x8 sheet of 1 inch. Not the 2 inch is way more expensive. All right, let's get a gonna make a little panel with maybe a little screen in it. Something that would hang on the wall. I don't know how big I want this screen to be. Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, anytime you can get free materials, definitely cool. I don't know how straight I'm going to get this, but let's see. How much of my head is in the camera shot? I used to be able to see all this close-up stuff so clearly. I need to get one of those big magnifying things. You know, 112 is a good scale, but yeah, that definitely just walk around and measure everything. 1 foot is 1 inch. But sometimes if you build in smaller scales, you can get much bigger and grander looking things. And when I used to build like war games terrain, I kind of missed that from doing too much 1/12 scale. Because if you want to build, you know, let's say a castle or something, you need like a kitchen table or two to actually build a 2-scale castle. Can I pop that? I think I need to cut it more. I better cut it more. Do you are you familiar with Mr. C on Instagram? He makes some really nice stuff, but I'm always joking with him because like some of the dioramas he builds take up. Oh, yeah, it's awesome stuff. He builds a lot of stuff for like Mythic Legions, but he's got like half a Roman Colosseum, not the Colosseum, but like a Roman style arena, and it takes up a whole kitchen table. You know, he's always building these crazy large things. Really, really nice stonework. Yeah, Mr. C. You know him, huh, Big Troy? It's like spelled like that. Nice guy, too. Not douchey. My goodness. This is taking way more passes than what I thought it was going to take. Alright, be patient. Patience, patience. Yeah, Instagram. Here, let me see. Yeah, okay, you found it. Good. And they're good, man. He's got a lot of them. I really like tried to study how he does his stonework. And he has I don't remember where the link is, but he's got like a link to typed out like old school blog tutorials that he has on Imager or Tumblr or one of those sites. He's got a watchtower too that's got to be about 4 feet tall. I got a 3-story apartment front that's like 32 inches tall. But his stuff is way crazier. Yeah, this is the last time I'm going to do an inside cut with this thickness. I almost used the thinner styrene. And that's another thing, if you're going to go buy styrene, I would say definitely get a couple of thicknesses. Like I bought some thin and some a little bit thicker. I use the thicker ones for the more structural pieces, and then the thinner to add these nice little details on. Otherwise it would, I mean, it would look alright, but it would be a lot chunkier. Dude, what am I doing with my life with this thing not popping out? Oh my goodness. If I break this whole thing, it's going to be bad. So, cut an X in it. That's a good idea. Is that the one with the Mario in front? That's a 2-story, I think. This has got to be frustrating to watch, right? You're probably like watching me struggle with this thing, and you're like, oh my god, dude, just cut an X in it already. Actually, this knife, as I don't go too far, it'll give it more. It's easier to get some leverage. Oh boy. Nice. Hold on, no, I shouldn't celebrate yet. I might break the whole thing. That's what I'm talking about. Teamwork makes the dream work. Not too bad. Adam Savage does it that way, cuts the X, huh? I mean, it's smart. Definitely smart. Okay. What am I even doing with this piece? I don't know. Maybe a plate down there? Seems kind of big. Yeah, whatever. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, actually, I've been saving all the bits. For sure. I need a ruler tattoo on my arm. I need a ruler tattoo on the inside of my eyeball. But before I get that, I probably need some old man bifocals at this point. I don't even know how much those will help. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. really just playing around, so I could incorporate those triangles even though there's none on the other piece. There's not really a unified style here. I don't know about that. Over here. Yeah, that looks a little better. I got a whole metal file set I need to bring in here. Really need to work on organizing all this stuff. I got too much crap. Different set of tools for every different thing. I need to. I got some of those little bins, parts bins, and I'm going to start using that to organize bits and such. All right, that one and that one. How long have we been going? 47 minutes already. Wow. That is way longer than I would have thought. No, you're good. You're good. I can tell you right now, I haven't done, this is my first live stream on this channel. I've done them on TikTok a few times. I've done them on Instagram, and I've been a guest on another person's channel. But it's much harder to do it alone. So, you know, interacting with the chat, having someone talking to you, it makes it go much quicker and more interesting anyway. Especially if I post this later, it's more interesting with a little bit of dialogue going back and forth, I think. Okay, yeah, I don't know if that fits, but that looks pretty cool. That'll work. When it's all black and I, dry brush silver all over, and then throw some grime wash on there, it's gonna look good. I don't know if I want this black though. I don't know, I have to think about it. Okay, back to this. So this is going to be another situation where we have a screen. I guess I could build the whole box it's going to be on. Yeah, I mean, totally cool. I like the questions. Damn it. It moved. Hey, Briscoe, what's up? Was building this computer, scratch building this old school computer terminal. We'll get some paint on it. See how it turns out. Now I'm working on a little panel here. Not exactly sure what it is, but it'll be something like a little control panel. Pretty good, man. I probably need to go to sleep here soon. This is actually the first live stream on my channel, Briscoe. And I just wanted to kind of do something chill and that could just kind of fit in, you know, here and there when I was working on something. Thank you. Yeah, it must be late there. What time is it there, Briscoe? Oh, 11:21. Oh, that's not too bad. It's 1:21 here. Nice. Yeah, I get up pretty early too, or I used to. I've been staying up a little late working on projects lately, so I've kind of been, especially on days that I don't have my working for the man job. I still have to get up pretty early, but I've been sleeping into like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, which is pretty late for me. I usually get up around 5:30. Remember, for notifications, you have to hit that bell. It does help you get notified. And I do plan on doing more lives. I'm not sure if they're all going to be at midnight. It might be some during the day. Nice. Thank you, Troy. Yeah, I do like the hobby. I think it's really good. I'm not a toy collector. I have a good friend that is a toy collector, and he kind of got me into asked me to build some stuff for him years ago, probably like 2014 or something like that, because he saw my old War Games terrain, and he was like, "Hey, do you think you could make me, a display for some of my action figures?" And that's when I first, we first started taking a look at the like the Dio structure community and all that. But for a toy collector or just toy adjacent hobby, I think it's really cool, because when you're just collecting toys, you're just buying a lot of stuff. There's nothing wrong with it, but this is kind of like, gets you to be more creative. And that's why toy photography is really cool too. It's like you feel a little more productive, I think. No, Briscoe, I do too, honestly. It's very chill to watch other people make stuff, but um, I generally feel like as soon as I'm done watching, I want to try it myself. Doesn't always work out, but sometimes it does. Okay. Yeah, yeah, definitely. You put them in a world, and quarantine, yeah, did that to a lot of people, I think. I got sick. It wasn't related to that, but I was in the hospital and I was at home. I couldn't work for about 6 months, and that's when I really started doing all this stuff again about a year and a half ago. And I decided I was going to really work on my Instagram page and just get more active, because it's something I've always liked doing. And yeah, it's just been going really good. And I just really like doing new stuff too, finding all these new little ways of doing things, all the different materials. The community is a lot different than it used to be. It's more mature now. There's more sharing of information, more techniques being used. I'm not gonna lie, I did love some Ghostbusters. Actually, I have my original metal Ghostbusters pin right here that I am almost positive is from the 80s. I know it's from the 80s, but I'm not sure if it was right when the movie came out, but it's definitely, I've had this since I was about 12 at least. And I was 12 in 91. Okay. Alright, is this going to work, or that needs to be... This side's looking good, but this side needs some love. Yeah, this stuff sands pretty easily. It's really nice. I have a belt sander downstairs, but it might be a little bit too aggressive. Oops, gotta get back in the camera. What are you guys talking about? Do any of you guys collect Mythic Legions? I was pretty tempted to get some of those wizards they were doing. This is under tension. You know what? Oh, too late. It's already set. It'll be all right. I could have made it proud and just hang off the front like a little lip. That would have looked good. I'll sand it down. Oh, you saw that? There went my fingers again. Watch, I'm going to end up sleeping with this thing glued to my hand at this rate. Getting kind of tired. Yeah, I just like that. I like that style. I like those types of, you know, the mythological stuff and all that. The theme. That Santa Claus looked really cool. I mean, I had FOMO on that for sure. What was it? The Father Christmas, I think it was called. Was it Father Christmas? I don't know, but it was pretty cool. I am going to need to buy some more emery boards at this rate. I've been meaning to look at those Dungeons and Dragons figures. What? I don't know. This one I'm looking at does not look good. Warduke 7-inch scale action figure. It just looks too... I mean, the accessories look pretty cool, I guess. It looks so slapped together. I guess that's part of the look, but I don't know. Yeah, that Father Christmas looked really, really good to me. Even that one that was on that Santa Claus on Big Bad Toy Store, I think was Naughty or Nice. Those weren't too bad either. I mean, you want that figure one time a year, though, you know? Let's get some buttons and such. I need to get some little bits like some. I use round googly eyes for, like the micro round googly eyes for rivets and stuff. Maybe I need to try some of those with this for some variation. Get some round buttons and stuff. Okay. Dude, the Santa hats, I bought a package at Hobby Lobby earlier this year. They're not perfect, but they work pretty good. So they're a little bit small, and they look a little goofy just straight up like that, but I was just taking a little bit of blue tack and sticking it on the head, putting it on there, and then putting like another little bit of blue tack on the side here like this to kind of fold it over. And they were looking pretty good. But I mean, the pack was like nothing. I don't even remember, maybe $2, if that. Yeah, I always look out for seasonal stuff when it goes on clearance too for the next year. Because some of those little Christmas things can get pretty expensive. You can catch those little Christmas trees and stuff. I need to get over on this side a little bit more. I'm too far out of the camera view. Chapsticks with Santa hats? Yeah, it's so funny how you can just find stuff like that. I didn't see those, but I'll look out for them next year. Oh, the desk vacuum? I love that thing, dude. Love it. Yeah. I need to get a link for this thing, honestly. I could probably sell some. Every time I use it in a video, someone's going to want one because they're freaking sweet. Got your batteries in the top, and it just collects all the dirt at the bottom. It's got a little filter in there. Especially like when I'm eating crackers or something over here, just takes care of it. Man, I could rename this to Sanding This Box Stream. Well, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and talking to each other too. Looks like you're having a nice late night conversation going. Oops. Yeah, man. They don't have to be perfectly straight. Try and do them as close as I can. I have an easy cutter, but these are just kind of small to cut on there. It works really good for popsicle sticks. I can model something up and then 3D print this, but I don't know, I just kind of, so far I'm kind of enjoying this more. Obviously I can't replicate it once I make the model, but you know, at least not as easily as just shooting off another 3D print. Still pretty cool. But it feels a lot more free-flowing, you know, with the 3D software is a pain in the butt. And I like doing things with my hands. Yeah, that'll look cool. That'll work, that'll work. Yeah, this is actually, this is pretty chill. And like I said, it's been an hour and 16 minutes, which I'm surprised. I thought I was going to be dying doing this, but it hasn't been bad at all. Mostly because of you guys sitting here, talking. Makes things go by a lot nicer. Or a lot easier, I should say. What else? Do we want to throw one of these crazy triangles in here somewhere? I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't look right. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad right there. Yeah, but you know what I did? I made a mistake. This, right? This is what you're talking about. It's super for sticks, but I got a knockoff, and it's just not like, this metal piece is not flush. So, a thin material like this slides right under here, and it causes all kinds of problems. It just doesn't line up very well with the thinner material. I'm guessing that the more on-brand one is probably not quite so poorly machined. All right, Big Troy. Appreciate you hanging out, man. Have a good night. And yeah, Briscoe, 3D printing, it has its place. Like, it's cool, but I don't know. I just find it much easier to be creative without that. I suppose, some people are very creative on the computer. But I don't know, I just find it easier with your hands. Oh, did I mess that up? No, I don't think so. $16, huh? I'll have to check it out. I bought mine on Amazon. It was about the same price. And I know there's a more expensive one for like 40 floating around. But I don't know if you've tried it with styrene yet, because styrene is super thin. Man, one spot is still bugging me. I wonder if this will... Let's see. Oh yeah, nice. Man, that's pretty damn cool. I'm liking that. Just slap that on the wall in a diorama. That's pretty cool. I could make make a bunch of different shapes, or even repeat this design a few times. And especially if you put LED lights in all the screens, that would look really, really cool. Yeah. Yeah, Steve, sometimes you just get inconsistencies with the knockoff stuff. I haven't used ZBrush because that's sculpting. I've done like box modeling more. I've done some Blender, and I really liked. Yeah, I liked it so much I can't remember the name of it. Man, I'm turning into an old man. I was using it for a while. It's the one on the iPad. Shaper 3D. Worked great. It was much easier, I found, to learn than Blender. But they were charging like 25 bucks a month for that thing. I did it for a few months because I was working on things, and it was helping me do some commissions, so I could justify paying that. But I cut it off, and then when I went to see what it costs again, it's like $38 a month or something. So yeah, I'm probably just going to try and learn Blender. There's a, what is it? Nomad Sculpt is on the iPad, and that's pretty reasonable. It's very similar to ZBrush, but obviously not as powerful because it's on the iPad. Yeah, okay. I guess I can make the plate for the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, like I said, that software is extremely unique because you do everything with the stylus, and they know that. And they know that once you learn how to use that platform, you're not going to want to use the computer because it's much more user-friendly. And I do think it's the evolution of 3D design because it's all on the iPad, uses the Apple Pencil. But yeah, it's definitely, they're not giving it away. I'm sure their development costs were quite high. But that's a little crazy. Yeah, that'll work. Throw a little super glue on here. Try not to glue my fingers again. Immediately I can tell I'm gluing my fingers again. Good grief, get on there. There we go. Not too bad, not too bad. Well, I started making like war games terrain, like for Warhammer, hills and stuff. Oh boy, that's a Charlie horse. I think I need to get up and get some more water. Um, when I was a teenager. But action figure dioramas, probably around 2014. And then I made them for maybe until like 2016, 2017, and then stopped and started again about a year and a half ago. I mean, I made some in between, but it was very spotty. But I've been doing like little crafts and stuff with pink foam and things like that on and off for 20 something years. But very, I stop and start, not consistent at all. Give me a second. I'm going to go grab some water. Actually, you know what? I got some Gatorade. Goodness. Freaking Charlie horse. How long you been collecting toys, Briscoe? I might put some details on the side just to jazz this up a little bit. Yeah, we're going to do that. I do normally craft at midnight. Yeah, I do a lot of crafting later at night. Because it's just quiet, no one's messing with you. You don't have many disturbances. I usually just put some Netflix or something on and work on stuff. Briscoe, my dad did all that. He did lots of like World War II stuff because my grandpa was a bombardier on a B-17. So when I was a little kid, Dad had B-17s, like what is the other one? I think P-52, the fighter, nuclear submarine, or maybe, I don't know if it was nuclear, but the whole inside of the submarine, and he also did model railroads and stuff. So I had all that around when I was a kid. Am I super tired the next day? Sometimes. But I usually stay up till about, right now, 1:30 to 2, and I get up at around 6. My alarm goes off at like 5:30, but I get up at around 6. Not super tired. I'm good with about 5.5 hours of sleep, so this is not quite enough. But I'm off tomorrow. I'll probably wake up around 7, something like that. All my toys from when I was a kid, my dad threw out, though. When I got old enough, he was just like, "You're too old for toys," and got rid of my toys. So I don't have any of the stuff that I had when I was a kid. Just maybe like 1 or 2 items. I do have most of my video games, though. I did manage to hang on to those. Oh, Steve, okay, it does have a little bit of a gap. Sounds better than mine anyway. Yeah, my dad used to take me around to big model railroad displays. They have crazy ones with the running water and the mountains and all kinds of crazy stuff. I remember one in particular had this house would catch on fire, and then across town, like 2 blocks over, there was a fire station, and the door would roll up, and the fire truck would come out with the siren, and it would come down the street. and spray water at the house, and then the flames would go out. I don't think it wasn't like real flames, but you know, it was a nice effect. They had the smoke coming off of it and everything. Really cool. All right, what am I doing with this? A couple more bits and bobs. Model railroad is actually something I would still get into. Need some space though. Yeah. Yeah, people get really into it. Okay. And a couple more on this side. What do we got here? Model shipbuilding seems pretty cool too, but all the rigging and stuff, man, that's got to be pretty crazy. But I do really enjoy scratch building things. It's just something about that. Yeah, the basement. I just remember being a kid and going down into the boiler's room in my grandparents' house and just staring at the wall because he had several, you know, tables that were just leaning up against the wall, usually not set up. Chooch keeps trying to get me into RC stuff, which I might do. It does seem kind of cool, but I do have I already have enough things kind of going. But building like RC garages or something, it's basically already what I'm doing, 112 dioramas. Okay. Yeah, see, I wasn't even planning on this box, and it looks freaking cool. I'm digging this. Instead of putting something there, I'll leave that open. Maybe I'll do a decal or something. What about up here? I'll make something else. Maybe something small. Now, you know what? It's been an hour and 35 minutes. It is 2:04. I think I'm going to call this a night. Guys, I appreciate you for hanging out, and hopefully I'll be doing some more of these. And yeah, I'm going to go to bed. So take care, and thanks again for hanging out. There's some RC things that would work great. Yeah, very true, Briscoe. Okay, take care. Good night.